You walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this. This one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
9-yard line. A gain of 4.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Taylor. Looking inside, he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Taylor's back.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
First and 10, Taylor now. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
49-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's Taylor. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards there and a first down.
6-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And it is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 26 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts 40.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Ravens 7, Colts nothing.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. For Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down and goal to go.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Back to throw again. He's caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he tracked...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Justin Houston showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
And goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught inside the 30. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
For point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Colts 7. Just
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He gets away from one. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Peters on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And taken right on the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got to.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Taylor looking for Campbell downfield. And that is going to be caught.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Wow. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 78 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts 42.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and they would really make a big-time play for their defense. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The gun, it's Taylor. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
This time Taylor will throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 27, Colts 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And Rudolph has it to tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Taylor. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into his shell here, right? Still got to be careful. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Down back at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Dick, and that's caught inside the 35.
Give me some.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Colts 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
Here's Taylor. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Taylor.
Number 20.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Colts on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 43-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
33.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's It's Cook. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 40, Colts 26.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Taylor. Stepping up, he's going to Taylor. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Recovered by the defense.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Today's final score.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.